Welcome to the village of Nazareth. Coming to the Church of the Annunciation, we are right at the center or at the heart of the city or the village of Nazareth. And as I told you earlier, the village of Nazareth that Jesus knew was something like 250 people who lived in Nazareth. And that's why people would not see Nazareth as a big place. But Nazareth today is the capital of the Galilee. When we come to the village of Nazareth, we deal with two stories. The first one we deal with is Angel Gabriel appears from Mary to announce her about the birth of Jesus. When we go to the whole story of Bethlehem, we remember that we have visited the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, and over there we see that because King Herod was looking for baby Jesus, they left from Bethlehem to Egypt. And Joseph took Mary and the baby to Egypt. But from Egypt they came back and they live here in Nazareth. So in Nazareth we deal with two prophecies from the scripture that has been fulfilled. The first one is that, and he shall be called a Nazarene, living in Nazareth. That's one. The second one, remember the story? And from Egypt I called my son, according to the book of Josiah in the Old Testament. So from Egypt called his son, but they lived in Nazareth. And Jesus grew up in Nazareth as a young boy. Now already Jeff just mentioned as well, living in Nazareth in those days, also as a carpenter, or in Greek tekton, it is working with stones at that time. And you can imagine. But when the scholars came here and the archaeologists, they discovered that there is a house from the 1st century that has been a venerated place. People would come and visit that place. Inside the house, we also found graffitis written in Greek that says Exe Mapia, which means Hail Mary. When we come inside the church, we see this beautiful church is built one on top of the other. We have two churches. The lower church part is the church that it is built around the house of Mary, where the 1st century, the house of Mary was living, and the angel came to announce her about the birth of Jesus. We see that the house of Mary had become a church during the 4th century, and until today, some can see the mosaic floor as well as the apse of the church inside, very close to the house of Mary. The rest of the archaeology that you see inside the modern church is a continuation, but from during the Crusaders period. The other part of the church, which is the upper part, is a more modern part. And it is a more continuation of the beautiful icons that you see surrounding this place, all honoring Mary. Even the church, the style of the architect of the church is different. For instance, when we go inside the church, you will see the church is built like the three English letters, the A, the V, and the M, which stands for Ave Maria. And up there you will see the beautiful decoration of it. But before we go inside the church, take a look at the beautiful facade right in front of you. The beautiful facade of the church tells us a little bit of the story. Look on top, you will see Angel Gabriel appears for Mary to announce her about the birth of Jesus. Look down below, you will see the 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Lucas, and John. And each of those Gospels have like as if a symbol right next to them. Those symbols gives us or show us how each book of these Gospels starts with. For example, if we go to the book of Matthew, the book of Matthew starts with the genealogy of Jesus. And that's why they show as if like Jesus with the book. The other one, Mark, starts with the wilderness and the desert, and that's why they show a lion. The other one, the book of Luke, starts with